it was a good experience, but it was not Ghana. I was married to a Ghanaian, and that was not a good experience. I became basically homeless in the U.S. because this individual had stolen everything that I had. I came with $100 in my pocket. Keep saying, "Oh, Pops, I want to go to America." And I said, "No, you don't need to learn certain lessons." He said, "What lessons are you talking about?" I said, "The lesson that you're black." It was the hardest experience I ever been through. I had no money, and I was staying in a tent. I came here and it was just such a peace of mind.
Yeah.
So when I go to town, I'm the Obruni riding on back of the motor.
You were using your pension to build the house?
I had sent back 161,000 US dollars.
What?
I fired everyone.
I bet you did. How much do you think you've spent so far then?
In 10 months, I've spent, money is not as important to me as life, living life. You can't be here and not see the disadvantage.
Has there ever been a moment where you've been like, I actually want to go back to the States? Have you ever felt like that?
Oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Built for Ghana. Today I'm here with Ron, and Ron's going to share a little bit about his story, his journey in Ghana so far, and we're going to keep up with Ron and see what the future holds for him as well. So, hi Ron, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Good. So first of all, tell me where you are from.
I am originally from Trinidad.
Okay, I've been to Trinidad, you know. I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of liming.
Yes. And doubles.
Yeah.
And we moved to the U.S. when I was probably about 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
And been there ever since, and love it there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And you moved to Ghana when?
I moved to Ghana. I started coming to Ghana 11 years ago. And I moved to Ghana 10 months ago.
Okay.
So I've been in Ghana building for 10 months.
Okay. So what prompted you to leave the US and come to Ghana? What was that about? Okay, first of all, what were you doing in the US?
I am retired US military.
Okay.
Special forces. And after I retired, I had a business, home air conditioning business. And so that's what I was doing in the U.S. Yeah. So after that, I was looking at Africa for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably 20, 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I was looking at Africa, and that's how I ended up here. You know.
Yeah. So, what's made you connect with Ghana? Did you have family here? What opened up Ghana on your radar?
I was married to a Ghanaian.
Okay.
And that was not a good experience. But it still didn't turn me off of Ghana. What I realized, Ghanaians are very friendly. They say please to everything, even when they're insulting you. Patois, please. And I felt so safe here. Even when I'm walking through like Medina or the main mall, I felt when I'm walking, I didn't feel like someone would harm me. Yeah. I felt like I belonged, Yeah. So I felt, it was a certain feeling that I felt so safe, Yeah. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
So you've been here quite a few times?
Quite often. Quite often. At least 3 times a year.
Okay, okay.
At least 3 times a year.
Okay.
You know, I bought some property here from watching you guys' channel and started developing it. And then I was sending money, you know, the usual thing.
Yep.
And nothing was getting done. I was seeing pictures, but the reality on the ground was different.
Yeah.
And then when I came here, I intended to stay for 2 months.
Yeah.
But in that 2 months, I accomplished so much with 20,000 US dollars that I realized, I said, okay, something is not adding up with the beginning and what's the actual thing. So then I decided to stay and bring that project up and then help my family with their projects that they have going on.
Okay, so I want to get into the building aspects, but I want to understand your journey first before we get there. Okay, so the first time you came to Ghana, what was your experience like?
Well, I was married to a Ghanaian.
Did you meet her here?
No, she befriended me in my apartment building in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And I had special license plate, so, you know, people know, oh, he gets a check, you know. So I had a disabled veteran license plate.
Right.
So she befriended me, and that's how I started coming to Ghana. You know, and you know, we since part ways, and I continue coming to Ghana.
Okay, so tell me about your first experience in Ghana. What did it feel like when you got off the plane?
When I got
all
off,
those years ago.
the first time I came to Ghana, I actually came by myself.
Oh, really?
Because she couldn't travel because of her situation.
Yeah.
So she couldn't travel. So I actually came by myself, and I stayed with her brother the first time I came.
Yeah.
And then I stayed with her sister. And it was a good experience, but it was not Ghana.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Ghana, you have to mix with the people. You have to sit down and share a meal with the people.
Yeah.
And then you would learn so much about your heritage and why you do some of the things that you do.
Yeah.
You understand? We, being from the West, were raised with knife and fork and the proper this and the proper that. But here in Ghana, it's not like that. You know, it's just a different vibe. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
You know, the men are. I often wonder how could men be standing arguing about a taxi fare and raising their voice, and then they come to you and they talk so quietly and so softly. You know, and I said, wow, you know. But Ghana has been outstanding to me, outstanding experience to me.
So when you got off the plane, did you expect it to look like that? And did it resemble Trinidad?
Ghana was amazing because when I got off the plane, the first time, it was in the old airport.
Yeah.
And then when I came back just a year or something later, it was in the new airport.
Okay, so what year did you come?
I don't even remember. I've come so many times. But when I came back the other time, it was during COVID. And I walked in, and when I came in the airport, there was a machine sensing your body temperature as you walk in.
Yeah.
And there was technology that they didn't even have in the U.S.
Wow.
here. And the airport was so clean. The people were so friendly.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was just a really good experience. Really good experience.
Yeah. Okay. So I know some people, you know, when it's their first time coming to Ghana, they're worried about safety. Can I come to Ghana on their? Can they come on their own? Was that for you? Did you have any of those worries at all?
Well, when I first came, my ex-family kept me in a bubble.
Yeah.
So I would go from house to SUV, rolled up windows,
Yeah.
driver, and go to point B.
Right.
Then I'd get out, go into point B, and I wouldn't see anything in between.
Yeah.
And then what I would have to do, what I started doing, is sneaking off, having the driver drop me at the mall.
Really?
And then I would come out the other end of the mall and catch an Uber and go to where I wanted to go
Right.
and see what I wanted
And so
to
he'd
see.
be sitting there waiting for you.
The driver would sit there for 2-3 hours, yeah, and wait for me. Yeah.
Oh wow, I like you,
yeah.
sneaky.
Yeah.
But that got you a bit more of a taste of what Ghana, the real Ghana was.
It allowed me, it felt like Trinidad. In a good way.
Yeah.
And the food, the atmosphere, the people,
Yeah.
the kindness. It felt like Trinidad was 30, 40 years ago. So,
Okay.
you know, so that's how I felt. And I felt by being with the people, I felt like I'm like them,
Yeah.
you know? And it was such a, it's such an awesome feeling,
Yeah.
you know, being that I lived in a lot of foreign countries, Ghana felt different.
Right.
It felt like home. You know, I lived in Saudi Arabia for 12 years.
Oh wow.
And Saudi Arabia was good, but Ghana was better, a better
Okay.
introduction to Ghana. Just felt different. It just feels different.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. It just felt different.
Yeah. Yeah. So why didn't you think about going to Trinidad, moving there?
At the time, I was married to a Ghanaian. So I had purchased property here in Ghana. And when I lost everything, I became basically homeless in the U.S. for a while because this individual had stolen everything that I had. And so when I came to Ghana,
Yeah.
I came with $100 in my pocket.
Wow.
And there was this military guy that picked me up. And he brought my food every day. Didn't charge me.
Really?
And he wasn't expecting anything from me other than a father figure.
Right. Right.
And so that's when I learned so much about Ghana.
What year was that?
Well, I met him 8 years ago. And he has been my trusted person here in Ghana.
Right.
And, you know, he keeps saying, "Oh, Pops, I want to go to America. And I said, no, you don't need to learn certain lessons. He said, what lessons are you talking about? I said, the lesson that you're black.
Wow.
Because you're going to hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Because in Trinidad, you're not black, you're not white, you're not anything. You're Trinidadian.
Right. Yeah.
In Ghana, you're Ghanaian. But in America, you're Black American.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the environment, to me, is an ideal place to raise a young black man.
Yeah.
To be a young black man. You know, so that's what I think about.
Yeah.
That experience.
Okay, so you said you were homeless in the States. What was that like?
It was the hardest experience I ever been through. I came from I lived with my dad. He was well off. Christian home, Christian family.
Yeah.
Until I turned 18 and I went off to college and then I went into the military. So I had never experienced poverty. And when this individual with a fraudulent name froze all my assets,
Yeah.
I was left in a situation to where I had no money, and I was staying in a tent, and then it got down below 20 degrees, so then I said, okay, let me go to Florida, and I went to Florida to a homeless shelter. And actually the homeless shelter mostly had drug addicts, murderers, everything else. Where I was sleeping, there was a drug addict there, urinated on himself and everything, and I'm sleeping right next to him.
Yeah.
So it was a humbling experience. So after being there for 6 months,
What year was this?
this was just recent, this was 2024.
Wow, that's very recent.
After being there for 6 months and hearing my son cry out to me, you know, Dad, please, I want to be with you and stuff like that. After being there for that period of time, I said, you know what, let me do something different.
Yeah.
And when all my property was stolen from me, basically, I came to Ghana. And I came to Ghana, like I said, with $100 in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I stayed in a little security shack with no windows.
This is the house that you had started building?
Yes. And I stayed in the security shack with no windows.
No windows?
No windows.
What?
And
It must have been hot.
It was hot.
Wow.
And there were days that I would get up and I said, what am I doing here? I could go back to, by this time, I was divorced.
Yeah.
And my pension was unfrozen. And, so I said, I could go back to the U.S. and do the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
But then I realized the amount of money that I make in the U.S., I can live comfortably here.
Yeah.
And I would own my own property. I wouldn't have to pay, property tax per se every year to where they can take my property, although it's paid off for, So I said, okay, God, this is a place to be.
Yeah.
So that's how I transition from homelessness to here. Now, keep in mind, I have an excellent retirement.
Yeah.
And thank God I had that retirement before I met this Ghanaian person, so it was not part of so-called marital assets. So they were not able to interfere with that.
Yeah.
So I came here and it was just such a peace of mind.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
That's a really powerful story. Like it would be so difficult for people if you didn't have that pension come into play. I don't know how you would have moved forward, but you do have older children as well. Did they know that you were homeless at the time?
No. I did not tell my older kids, but my older kids suspected because the individual that I was with isolated me from my kids, from my siblings, from everyone, because she would find excuses. Your sibling wife treated me very badly. She didn't say hi to me. That's because I'm African, right? You see, so that is the guilt trip that I had. So my sibling never came back to the house.
Right.
After
so you were
that
losing
incident.
connection.
Yes. And that was at my father's funeral. And then my aunt came to the house and she would say, I think your aunt stole my diamond ring that you gave me. So then my aunt never came back to the house.
Right.
So then I took her to introduce her to my mother, and my mother was very upset. And my mother refused to talk with her. And my mom had said, don't ever bring that person back in my house again.
Wow.
My mom said, that is not your wife, that is somebody else's wife. And I didn't understand, she was just an older lady. I didn't understand what she was talking about. And so, being isolated from your kids, because my kids and I and my grandkids are very, very close. Very, very, extremely close.
Yeah.
And so my grandkids would come over because my grandkids are biracial. And she would complain about the grandkids.
Well, what have they done?
And I said, okay, it's not anybody. The problem is somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's when, you had a show one time that you did where you said the man leaves long before he leaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had left in my mind 6 years
Before you actually
before
left the
I
marriage.
actually
Yeah.
walked out. So, and I stayed for the kids.
Yeah.
And I stayed as long as I could until I couldn't.
Yeah.
And so that's the experience there. But what I've learned being in Ghana, not all Ghanaians are that way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I've learned my best friends are here in Ghana. People I've met, the different ministers, the vice president, the other people that I've met here in Ghana have been so welcoming.
So how did you build your community here in Ghana? Because essentially you didn't really know anybody apart from your ex-wife's family, right?
Yes. I stayed away from that community where they were, and I stayed in my community where I was, which is Obruni. And, a neighbor would stop by. Hi. So I didn't recognize.
And you were still in the security hut?
Yes, yeah. I didn't recognize that everyone knew there was an Obruni back there. You know? So everyone knew it was an American back there.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know that they knew.
Yeah.
So when I go to town, I'm the Obruni riding on back of the motor. So they all have seen this Obruni. So when I go to town, the market people, they would know me and they would say, "Come here,"
Yeah.
So that's how I started meeting the community. And then as the house rose, then more people started coming. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you were using your pension to build the house?
Yes. Ghana, they do have loans for Americans because they have what you call dollar loans, I guess they call it. But I chose not to go that route.
Right.
So I was using probably 5,000 per month out of my pension to build.
I mean, you could do a lot of damage with that.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So originally, I know you had told me that you had been sending money back for the house to be built. What was built with what you sent back, and how much had you sent back?
I had sent back 161,000 US dollars.
Wow.
And when I got back here, the foundation was laid, the fence wall was up,
Yeah.
and it was 4 blocks high.
What? No way. You could have built a whole house with that. You realize?
It was 4 blocks high.
But you said the person had been sending you pictures.
Yeah,
So what were you seeing in these pictures?
mainly the fence wall.
Oh.
And so when I came and I settled in, I fired everyone.
I bet you did.
I fired everyone. And I told them, you would have to apply for your job back if you want to work here, and these are the conditions of working here.
Yeah.
And I fired everyone. And that was the best thing I did.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so, and in that short period of time,
Yeah.
I went from 4 blocks high
Yeah.
to the second story.
What?
And the inside is finished except for the roof.
How much do you think you've spent so far then?
In
No.
10 months, I've spent probably $35,000.
Wow.
And that's when I realized,
Yeah, what has happened?
what had happened. And it took me a long time to admit what had happened.
Yeah.
But that's when I realized what had happened. And so I moved out of the security hut into the master suite.
That's right.
The hard work continues, getting ready for painting. Staying the same colors. I know I make it look easy, but it's not easy. Work hard every single day. Work hard every single day. It's not easy. It's not easy. You know? And then I completed the master suite. I completed the entry hall.
Yeah.
I completed the walk-in closet. I completed a bathroom. I completed another bedroom and master suite.
Yeah.
And I completed the kitchen.
Wow.
I don't have I'm a builder. I'm not a decorator, so I don't have the feminine touch when it comes to
Right.
decorating. So the kitchen is just a blank slate. It's just white walls and tile and counter, you know.
Okay.
And so I've been able to accomplish a lot. A lot.
Wow. Okay. So how long do you think it would take you to finish?
I could finish the house in about another 3 months. The roof is the main obstacle.
Yeah.
So I could finish the house in about another 3 months. It's a very large home. It's 11,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So it's maybe more than that, but I estimate it at 11,000 square feet. So so I could finish the house once I put the roof on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you, because to find out that you've lost so much money in this process, were you able to process that and not be bitter?
I look at money differently, maybe because I know how to make money. So I don't look at money as an important factor because of my age, advanced age. Money is not as important to me as life, living life. My dad said to me when he was dying, he made a joke, you know, the last week he was alive. He said, "Son, did you ever see a Brinks truck behind a hearse?" I said, "No, Dad." He said, "Because when you die, none of it goes with you." And that's when I started reflecting. My dad taught me so much in his final period because he lived with me.
Right.
And he always said to me, "Son, watch your temper. Don't lose your cool."
Yeah.
And those are some of the last words he said to me. He says, you know, he was just an outstanding man. And his family, his father came from Volta region.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was the connection.
Okay. So you actually had family in Ghana?
Yes, my dad's family actually came from Barbados. And I don't know if you know that people here in Ghana were sent to Barbados by the British to be indentured servants.
Right.
And so that's how my dad get there. So basically, my dad was basically like a slave that went to there.
Right.
So my father and them were like the first generation outside of that thing, yeah.
Wow.
So and so I when I came to Obruni, which is Eastern region, this young man looked just like my dad, and he spoke like my dad, like my grandfather. He walked like my grandfather, and so I hired him to watch my property. And I think it was the best thing I ever did. His name is Christian.
Yeah.
It was the best thing I ever did.
Oh, he's been good to you.
Very. I fired him a few times, but he always came back.
Yeah.
You know, because I had to learn in Ghana. If you ask someone to do something and you don't micromanage, they're going to do what they want to do.
Yes.
And assume that you're going to like it.
Yeah.
So I had to teach him how this is how I want this done, and this is why.
Yeah.
So I had to be patient with him and teach him that. And it was a outstanding experience. Yeah.
So what was it like working with local Ghanaian people to build your house? I know you talked about micromanaging, but what was your experience like in that?
Ghanaian men would find anything to joke about.
Yeah.
I wasn't here when they were doing the flow on my second floor. And they weren't following the directions that I was giving them.
Yeah.
And I'm there with the foreman on the phone, FaceTime, and I'm telling him, I can hear the bamboo cracking. That means it's too much of a load on it.
Yeah.
And he's telling me, oh no, boss, the mason is there. I said, show me a picture of the mason. He never showed me a picture of the mason. The mason is there. What happened? That room flow collapsed.
No.
So I had to spend $20,000 cutting that out and redo that flow.
Oh my goodness.
And in the meantime, the whole crew is up there laughing. Oh, we're doing airway time, you know.
Oh my God.
So they're laughing and having a good time.
With your money.
With my money. So I have learned that Ghanaian men love to laugh. And everything is just a joke.
They don't take things seriously.
Nothing serious.
Yeah.
You know.
In some ways, that can also be good because, you know, serious issues can be made lighter rather than it putting so much weight on you.
Right. I think what I've learned is being military, retired military, you could see two Ghanaians, loud men arguing, and they would never throw a blow at each other.
Never. Yep.
They would do. And then maybe over one CD. And then when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So that's what I have admired here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Very much.
Okay. So you were able to oversee your own construction, right?
Yes, because I'm a builder.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So you were building properties in the States?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was building properties. I was a contractor. I was building properties in the United States, $1 million homes in the United States. And so, yes, I was able to oversee everything. Ghana, they construct differently.
I was just about to ask you,
than we do in the West. So I had to adjust myself and adjust them to how I expect the finishes to be and the different things to be.
What were the main differences you could see in the construction work?
The main difference I saw was they don't use the same equipment that we do, the advanced equipment. They frowned on the advanced equipment. They want to do it the way they want to do it. And what happens in that process, sometimes your wall might not be perfectly square.
Yes.
You know, and certain things that you have to adjust out. So I've noticed that me being 20 years in the military, we're structured and we go by budget and we want things done a certain way in a certain time period. We call it man hours. Ghanaians don't work that way. But if you're there supervising it, Ghanaian men are very hard workers if you're there supervising. But if you're not there, different story. And I've found treating them as your equal, they give you more. Like my guys, I cover health insurance for them. I cover medicine. I buy one meal a day for them when they're working for me. And I pay them reasonable. And I get the best quality out of them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty amazing, because I think some people, the way they would look at it, if they've been through the things that you've been through, it's like to hold on to every dollar. Like, I'm not giving out $1 if I don't have to give out $1. But you are saying you're giving them this, that, and the other. Why do you think like that?
I think along biblical values. When Yah, some people call it Christ, when he walked the earth, he helped people. You can't be here and not see the disadvantage. So when I developed the working relationship with the guys, I said, I noticed that there's a lot of young boys not in school. And if we can help one young man go to school per month, then we would have done a great thing. So what I started doing in my area is some of the workers would bring a person and say, Daddy, this person is 13 years old or 14 years old and they want to go to trade school. And I would ask them, okay, how much is trade school? How long is trade school? What is required for trade school? And they would say, okay, trade school is 6,000 Ghana cedis. And I said, how long would he be trained in trade school? They said approximately 3 to 6 months. You know, and I asked those questions. So then I would sponsor that young man to go off to school.
Would you give them the money physically, or you would go to the
No,
school?
what I would do is I would go to the school, enroll him in the school. The school would tell me what he needs, what equipment he needs. Then I would purchase the equipment. For example, one young man, I put him through the bulldozer school, learn how to drive that. He completed the school, and then he came and he said, okay, Daddy, I need to find a job now. And in order for me to find a job, I have to have a driver's license. So now I have to spend another 1,500 cedis to get him a Ghana's driver's license. Here in Ghana, I'm not sure about this, but I think I've noticed most Ghanaians don't have a driver's license, you know? And I could understand why 1,500 Ghana cedis is a lot of money. You know, so I could understand why. So that young man completed school, and we're still trying to find a placement for him somewhere working. But he's still working for me, but I'm still trying to find a placement for him in that field. And then we send another 3 young guys off to school. So
this is within your 10 months of being here?
Within my 10 months of being here.
Wow. Do you know that you've probably done more for Ghanaians than a lot of people have done in the years that they've been here? That's pretty amazing.
I don't look at life in what I have given. I look at life as God has given me more than I need.
Right.
And I'm not going to take it with me when I leave. So why not? You know, and it's difficult watching the young Ghanaian men feeling hopeless. You know, I don't know if you ever been to on the other side of the main shopping center downtown, the outdoor mall, Makola, I think it's called Makola Market. On the back side of that, it's where the garbage dump is. And I ventured out there and by myself.
Yes, by yourself?
By myself.
Because you take trotro, you do...
I mostly take Tatra. I would ride motor. Once in a while, I would use Uber or taxi. So I went back there, and I was just amazed. I'm a drug and alcohol counselor, and the level of drugs that I saw back there for the young men that are feeling hopeless, I was like, compared to the US, this is a simple fix.
Yeah.
It's a simple problem that you don't have an epidemic yet that could be, resolved. So, I witnessed that, and that helped motivate me to, I say, if I could take one young man.
Yeah. And do something.
It's something,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about, what would you say has been your highest moment that you've had? What has been like something that's felt really good since you've been here?
Well, I joined the diaspora, and they were pushing this movement that they had, and we got to meet the president and the vice president and the different things. And the highest moment, I would say, would be becoming a Ghanaian. The highest moment, I would say, is seeing how close the president, the vice president, and other people are to the normal Ghanaian.
Right.
I don't know if you
understand. I understand. When you're comparing it to the States.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comparing it to the States, that it's almost like an open door policy.
Yeah.
Like I watched the president say something, at one of the meetings. I don't know what that guy is yelling about over there, but could you please understand what he's talking about and fix it? So I watched him say that, and I said, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about your lowest moment? Has there ever been a moment where you've been like, I can't do this. I actually want to go back to the States. Have you ever felt like that?
Oh. When you're building a house. Some days when nothing is going right, you just say, look, I don't need this.
Yeah.
When you're expecting to be at a certain level and you're not getting there fast enough, it can be discouraging.
Yeah.
It can be discouraging. But I have never felt that way because of the people. I felt that way because I'm not progressing as far as I want to be.
Yeah.
My measuring stick is an American measuring stick. Ghanaian measuring stick is a Ghanaian measuring stick, which is different from American measuring stick.
Definitely.
So I have learned, my driver has told me, come to me, oh boss, my mother died. He said, do you have a little something for me? So I give him a little something. Then 6 months later, comes back, oh boss, my mother died. I said, okay. So I give him a little something. So the third time he come, my mother died. I said, your mother might be Jesus Christ or something, because she's died a couple of times now.
Yeah.
But the truth is, the third time she really did die.
Oh.
You see? So I've learned little things about Ghanaian. They would embellish things, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me something that you would a piece of advice that you would give to someone who's perhaps thinking of moving to Ghana and wants to start building, what would you tell them?
Have your finances in order. Because if you come to Ghana without financing, there is no security net here to support you. If you don't have money for food, you're not going to eat.
Yeah.
Point blank. So make sure you have your finances in order. It doesn't take much, you know, and you don't need a lot to build in Ghana. But don't, another thing that I've learned from watching your channel, you guys always show these big opulent homes.
Yeah.
So in our simple mind in America, I'm going to build one of those.
Yeah.
But when you get here, you realize, okay, it's going to cost a lot of money to build one of those.
Yeah.
And not only is it going to cost a lot, when you're done, what are you going to do with all those rooms?
Exactly. Yep.
You know. So that's what I have realized. You know, I have learned Ghana is beautiful.
Yeah.
You have. I'm not sure if to say if you have a middle class or you don't. But I know you have an upper class.
Yeah.
But I don't see it trickling down to the other classes. You know, I don't see that.
As a final question, is there anything about your journey during this 10 months that you would change if you could? Is there anything you would do differently?
I look at everything good and bad that I've been through as an experience, that a journey that I would have to go through. Is there anything that I would change? I would probably say let go of some people sooner than later. Because sometimes we hold on to people that we know are not honest. And we hold on to them because in the West we have loyalty. So we hold on to some people longer than we need to hold on to them. Yes.
I think that's a great answer, and that's very, very true. Very good advice. Well, anyway, I want to thank you for this interview. I feel like you've been so honest and you've given so much information. I really, really do appreciate it. It's been really great talking to you, and I'm really excited about seeing what's going to unfold with you, your building, and what you're going to do next in Ghana. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I've really enjoyed doing this interview. It's been so enlightening. Don't forget to continue to follow. There's going to be so many journeys, so many things that people are doing that we're going to see more of unfold on camera. So make sure you do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Noti Fafa.